Hey everybody, it's Nicole from Cause We Love to Scrap, and today I am working with the August limited edition kit from My Creative Scrapbook. I'm going to be using this sketch from the My Creative Scrapbook as well, and this is the page that I'm going to be creating. So I first start with this picture of my sweet kitty. Her name is Lady, and we got her back in June. And at first I think that I want to follow the sketch and use this grid paper as my background. But when I go to cut my, like a scrap of paper in for the middle, I find this paper and I thought, oh, this is pretty plain, like it won't add too much contrast and it's just too plain. So then I decide, okay, I'm going to switch up my background and I'm going to use this green background instead. And it has like a green plaid on the back. And I had planned to use that for another layout coming up, but then I find another paper that I'm good with. So I am going to go ahead and use this as my background. And then I'm also going to use the branding strip as well. So I'll cut that down to 10 inches. And yeah, this is how it's going to wind up being. Then here I'm going to go ahead and bring in some rub-ons from Simple Stories that come with the kit. Oh, first I'm going to make the little... there's like a little flag coming out from the right side of the middle interest. I don't know what I'm saying. So I'm not at a loss for words today. So yes, I'm going to put it over here. And I want more of that like floral piece to show. So I'm going to go ahead and rip that down. I do wind up cutting it in a little flag though at when I start putting everything down. Let's see. Here's where I think I'm going to bring in those rub-ons. I have to find them first. What you don't see to the right is like this big pile of paper and embellishments. Like my whole kit is over there. With the exception of the ephemera, which is, as you can see, in little piles all over my desk. So here's where I'm going to bring in this rub-on. I only am going to use this one, and I'm going to cut it in half and use it in 2 places. So I'll use it up here, and I'm going to use my bone folder to go ahead and rub that on. Make sure it's good and rubbed, and then I'm going to use this one down here. Yep, just right there. I'm following the sketch pretty closely. There is a cluster over here, actually in both areas of the rub-ons, so that's why I'm using that. I definitely need a mat for my photo. So, oh, and there's this little hello here that is going to go perfect for my title. I will use some other letters from my stash that say kitty, so it says hello kitty. Here's what I'm going to use for my mat. And there we go. Everything is put down, distressed, folded up a little. And I was thinking about using this frame, but it does not make the cut. I am going to use that on that photo with this little saying that says the good life. I am going to use that little tag up there. That is where I will write the date. I'm bringing in this little log from the laser cuts, and I don't know. We'll see if it makes it. I'm also going to bring in the flowers from the kit. So first things first, I grab that banner because that banner will go perfectly on this page. So I'm just gonna go ahead and swag it just like that. I love banners on pages. I just think they are so cute and fun and whimsical. And here is where I see these little teapots that are full of flowers, and I'm just like, you know what? I have to use these. So I am going to bring these in into both embellishment clusters. I don't want to cover up too much of the rub-ons, so I do kind of split this cluster into two. And then over here, instead of that tree stump, we are going to go with another one of these teapots. I'm also going to bring in one of these mason jars, which looks like it's full of honey. And then I'm also going to bring in a cute little mushroom. And then I decide not to go with any red flowers, and instead I'm just going to use the white flowers, and they're glittery, so I'm trying to get glitter all over my page here. And I am going to go ahead and smash them down as much as possible, and then I'm going to go ahead and place them on my layout. Again, here comes the glitter, and I'm going to add this to the upper left corner. After I smash it down. And then I'm liking the way this looks, so I am going to go ahead and go off screen and put everything down with glue or double-sided sticky tape. Here is where I realized I forgot to put that down, so I'm gonna just go ahead and rough it up with my fingernail a little bit and go ahead and stick that down. So there we go. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add my journaling. I added my date up on that little tab. Now I'm going to just say that lady is playing down here and an XOXO right there. Then I'm done with my journaling. So here is where I'm going to add some of these splatters of artichoke from the Shimmers shop. And I'm just going to go ahead and flick this all over my page, well, mainly through my embellishment clusters. But I do add a little bit towards the title, but yeah, mainly I'm keeping it in the embellishment clusters. And now's a perfect opportunity to let you know that if you are interested in this limited edition kit, I will have a link down below to My Creative Scrapbook, so you can grab that if you are interested. And so that is my layout. So I am going to show you some close-ups here. And if you like this video, I would love it if you give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I would love to have you back and follow my creative scrappy journey. Thank you so much for watching today. Until next time.